yes, this is what I want to see for you. The soft girl era, like hard wig, soft life. That's what I see for you, Anaya. Hey y'all, it's your girl Pretty Lynn, and this is Pretty Lynn Sovereignty. So today on What's the Reality TV, we are going to get into Love Island Season 8, Episode 18. Child, it's day 2 of Casa, and we kind of get to see more of the girls' perspective for this episode. And a little bit of the guys still, but the most exciting part is for the ladies, of course. But before we get into that, if you're new here, I hope you can stick around until the end of the video. And if you still like it, go ahead and give the video a like. You can subscribe, share it with a friend. We welcome any type of engagement here, okay? And then if you're a returning person, then you should be a part of the True Crew, okay? True Crew members, they like, they comment, they subscribe, they do everything because they're true to this, not new to this. You know what I mean? Anywho, let's get into the recap of tonight's episode. So the episode starts off with, the guys and the new lady bombshells at Casa, and Casey does the cheers for everybody. And I'm just like, this man is just way too excited. Way too excited. Do you really have that aura? And then, of course, we see a conversation happening between Alana and Zach, and pretty much she tells Zach that she made out with her brother Charlie before. I was just like, um, so the first thing you think about is going to his brother to make out with him too? Like that's just weird to me. Like why would that make you, if anything, that would make me not even want to pursue somebody if I know that I have history with their brother or a family member. Like that's just weird to me. You know, folks be different compared to me. I'm not gonna further explain what I mean by that. But I know people like me don't do stuff like that. And then you'll see multiple times throughout this episode in the villa that the girls have to keep reminding Anaya that she's that girl and that she doesn't need to be worried about Casey. If anything, she needs to be exploring and playing back in his face since he's been playing in her face this whole time. And I'm just like, Anaya, like, how many times do you need the girls to tell you this? Like, wake up, girlie, wake up. And then after that conversation, you see Sincere and Casey having a conversation. And Casey just says that Anaya is just like a big question mark. What do you mean by that? What do you mean she's a question mark? You were never talking like this until you got to Casa. The whole time you were in Villa, it was, we're strong, we're this is that and the third, da 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 da. But now that you in Casa, you have different options now. Now she's a question mark. Casey. Mm-mm. And then all the scenes we see with Casey and TT, Tierra, it just seems like that. To me, I don't know if there's substance there. It just seems like it's very physical, which he may like, but you can tell that Tierra is definitely applying pressure when it comes to Casey. And then before the end of the night, all the guys choose which girl they would like to sleep in the bed with. And then, of course, when everybody's in the bed, about to go to sleep, they like to pan the camera over to show everybody in the bed asleep. And you instantly see Casey and Tierra making out. Like, dang, Casey, you couldn't wait. I was like, okay, that's why. So, Anaya is a grandma, and Tierra is a Hot Pocket. So, you like Hot Pockets. Okay. I see what you like now, Casey. I see it. Next morning in Casa, I instantly noticed like the guys, they don't really look as excited the next morning. But the girls at Casa, of course, are excited. They finally get some TV time, they finally get some attention. And they're all like excited, getting ready, getting dressed and stuff. And the white girl, I forgot her name, but she's the one with blonde hair. And she was talking about Corbin and was saying like, F me or something like that, like as if she wanted to F him. And I'm like, Corbin, I don't know what type of computer skills you got on these girls to have them so hooked onto you, specifically the blonde white ones, but it must be something strong because how do you have this girl saying this after one night and sleeping in the bed with you? Then it pans over back to the villa, and Kenzie is reminding everybody that Corbin is done for, it's over with, yada yada yada. And the funniest thing ever is she literally goes into his drawer in the room, and that man's drawer is empty except for a picture of Kenzie. That's the only thing he left in that drawer. That man didn't leave a sock. He didn't leave an underwear. He didn't leave a toothpick. Nothing. All he did was leave a picture of Kenzie because he didn't want to take that with him. And I'm just like, girlie, you might need a new roster. You might need a new roster because this one looks like it's over with. And then, the camera pans over to Sincere and he talks about how much he misses Melanie. And I was just like, this was predictable. Like, from the beginning, I was just like, I don't know if Melanie and Sincere are going to give it, like, their all. Because it seems like they're pretty much, like, married down to each other. And I was just like, if Sincere didn't let Soul ruin his connection with Melanie, I don't know if he's going to let any of these bombshells ruin that either. And you just constantly hear Anaya talk about her man, her man, her man. And these girls are tired of hearing it. And I am too. Let's turn the page. Let's turn the chapter. Get rid of the book. Let's get a new book. The book of Anaya and Casey is played out. It's over with. All right. And then while the girls are getting ready for their experience with Casa, Ariana comes, walking through the villa. She goes up to the makeup room, and they're all surprised, like, "Oh, you're beautiful, yada yada." She pretty much, picks their brains about everything that's been going on, and then after that, she brings the ladies down to the fire pit to get things started. She begins to ask them all about how they're feeling about their connections, and of course, talking to Jen about her Casper the Friendly Ghost connection. And after she, gets a feel for how everybody currently is, she, announces to them that the bombshell men are coming, and it's going to be actually a dozen of men coming to the villa. Of course, the ladies get excited when they hear this and they start cheering, whatever. And then you instantly see the men on the boat traveling through the water coming to the villa. And the funniest part about it is you see the men, like the OG men, at Casa, and they can see the men on the boat coming through. And they're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then, of course, Bryce is like, oh, it's like 6 Corbins. And they're like, no, it looks like it's more than that. It looks like about a dozen of men or whatever. And I'm like, here they go. They about to start feeling some type of way soon. And then as the men are coming, the girls, they come up with the same dance they always do. They're doing that dance again, but they got Ariana in on it. Ariana, she was throwing that little pancake. It was a mini pancake. It was the ones that the little toddlers be eating. But she was throwing that thing. I said, okay, hey, you better shake that little McGriddle, Ariana, period. The guys finally arrive, and Ariana starts to introduce them all. Sidebar, Ariana, that chick has to be fat. Cause how do you memorize all these people's names? She was naming them off. I'm like, I'm lost. I am truly, utterly lost. That check must be fat. Granted, if the check was fat for me, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, and like I'll be screaming off everybody's name. But me being a normal, working person, I don't care to memorize people's names like that. Anywho, but Ariana pretty much explains to them, like, hey, yeah, there are 12 men here, but only 6 of them will be able to stay in the villa. So you ladies will choose which 6 fellas will be staying, which 6 will be dumped and kicked to the curb. So then they get into having their pool party mixer, and they was dancing. I said, okay, okay. They was dancing. Kenzie was doing her little split about 50 times. Child, that split hates to see her coming. Free the split. Hashtag free the split. I need that in the comments. Hashtag free the split. Okay? Because that split is crying for help. She is holding that split hostage. Kenzie, give it up. Get up. Actually, get up. Slide your way back on up, please. Can we go one episode without the split? Like, we get it. You can do the split. Okay? We're happy for you. We're proud of you. But what else can you do besides split and kiss? What else? And say the fuck? The fuck? What else can you do? I know there's more that you can offer. What else do you have? Child, after they got done mingling and fringling, Ariana comes back and she's like, now I want to test the chemistry between y'all. So, fellas, I want y'all to go and kiss the girls that you're interested in, yada, yada, yada. So, all the guys, they go up and kiss the girls that they like, yada, yada, yada. I thought I could predict which girls that each guy was going up to, which is kind of weird. I was like, y'all are very predictable, okay? I ain't gonna lie, they was getting real freaky deaky on that floor, on that fire pit floor. I was just like, I know. I'm like, y'all ladies, y'all must think the men are watching. Y'all trying to do y'all get back. They not watching y'all. America is though. This might be shown in movie night. I don't know. We'll see. Was last night movie night? Was that considered movie night? Maybe, right? I don't know. Then the girls, they go and choose the 6 dudes that they want to stay. I honestly don't remember all the names yet. I will have the names for y'all next episode. But this episode, it was way too many names and way too many people. And I was just like, I'm tired. My brain is exhausted. Apparently, that one girl from Casa, Alana, she got dumped for being a racist, calling people the N word. I need y'all to dig and find something on Kenzie. The investigators. I need y'all to find something on. I know you can find something. Just something. Y'all find it on everybody but Miss Rasta. What's up with that? So you mean to tell me she could say the fuck and she not saying she not saying the N word? She ain't saying nothing else? But she could say the fuck. Okay. Whatever. Sidebar. I do remember one person's name, and I remember his name for one particular reason. Ronnie. Does he have a composite in? He got one real yellow tooth. And it's reminding me of Coco's tooth. And what is that? Is it a composite or just like yellowing? Like, why? I'm like, that's just not a good look on national television. Mm. And then child Corbin, he back in the Casa, low key dragging Kenzie, talking about her track record, and he forgot he's in a couple. Okay. And then Anaya just kept saying, I miss my man, I miss my man. And Melanie ends up pulling a knife for a chat, and she pretty much was saying like, "Dang, I miss my man." They both were saying they miss their man or whatever, and they're trying to give it like the experience a shot, but all they can think about is their man. I'm just like, I was expecting this from Melanie. I was like, it can either go two ways. She can either do her big one, or she is gonna be like, my man, on some married stuff. And she's definitely going my man route, which was a huge possibility to me. But Anaya, why are you being my man, my man? Your man gives you no reason to be my man, my man. So why are you being my man, my man, my man? I need you to say F my man, F my man, F my man, not my man, my man. Like, no. Wrong route. Do a 180 and go in the opposite direction, which should be headed towards I don't forgot people's name. Carl. I had to write it down. Carl. Please. Free yourself. Then you see Kata and Che. They go for a chat in the speakeasy, and I don't know. I like their vibe. I feel like he's more manly for Kata. I feel like Zach is a princess and a diva, and he's meant to be with another man. But I do feel like Che is more of a man for Kata. She might beg to differ, but I feel like they're a better pair, in my opinion. I would love to see them continue on their journey. And I honestly would hope that she would couple up with him instead of Zach, but I just honestly don't think she's going to do that. And then since Alana's going home, that's who Zach was connecting with at Casa. So I doubt that if Zach comes to Casa alone, depending on how they do it, I doubt that Kate is just gonna let him rot on his own. Like I doubt that she's gonna let that. Sidebar, Alana is boring. I'm so glad that you're a racist because you deserve to be boring. You deserve to go home. And I hope your flight on the way back home was horrible. You racist. In the midst of Anaya and Mel moping and groping about them missing their man, Carl comes and he pulls Anaya for a chat. They go to Salas, I think, and they're having a great conversation. This conversation was refreshing to me. I never saw I never seen this side of Anaya, and it's actually really refreshing to see. Like she seems much softer. She's not crying. She's not whining. She's not doing any of that. And honestly, I really do hope that she gives this connection with Carl a shot because you can have you have the potential to be happy and not sad and seeming delusional the whole time because he's willing to make you feel special. And I really do hope that she gives it a shot because I was just like, oh, like the whole time they were on my screen, like, yes, this is what I want to see for you, the soft girl era, like hard wig, soft life. That's what I see for you, Anaya. Trinity and Corey, they're having a conversation, and I was like, okay, I don't know about Corey yet. I really don't. Like, he's just not pulling me in yet. Like, I'm not fully convinced, but I feel like Corey and Trinity make more sense together. But I'm not sure if Trinity is gonna give it all up for him yet. But he seems very confident. Meanwhile, they're talking, connecting. Corey's production is going to pan over to Bryce being all in his feels, talking to Sincere about how much he missed Trinity and how the girls at Casa are nothing like her. This is that and the third. And I'm just like, I don't know with Zach. I mean, not Zach. I don't know with Bryce. It's like sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, he does like Trinity. And the other times I'm like, yeah, but he's in love with Zach. Like, they just confuse me. The men on this show confuse me so much. And it's just like, I just, I don't know. I feel like this should be Queer Island for the men. A lot of the men on there on this season, they just don't seem like they love women for real, which is fine. Like you don't have to love women as a man. You can love whoever you want to love, but don't get women wrapped up into all these emotions and this is and the third if you know that you're not capable of giving them your love because you're not attracted to women. Like point blank period. So like I don't know. I feel like tech on the textbook paper, Corey is a better match for Trinity, but I don't know if like the emotional connection or the chemistry is going to match on the same level for Trinity. So we shall see. We shall see. But Corey's talking about some, yeah, I'm here to stay. I'm like, oh, so you don't see Bryce as competition, huh? You think he's just easy little squirm? Yeah? He's like, you need your YN. You a young hoe. So you need your YN, huh? Mm, okay. Anywho, they head over to the photo booth and there's look, when you go to the photo booth in Love Island, you're bound to kiss. And like I just knew it was coming and guess what? It came. They started making out. Meanwhile, Bryce is in his confessional, bawling his eyes out. Montoya, Montoya, dang near. So I'm just like, Lord, Bryce, I don't know if I can believe you. I don't know. You and Zach, y'all just scared me. The type of man y'all are scares me. I just don't know if I can believe you. But Trinity, I just want you to be happy and I just want you to win. I don't care who you end up with. I don't care if you do Bryce wrong. I don't care if you do yourself wrong and you stay with Bryce. As long as you in a couple, I want you to win. I don't really want Bryce to win though, but I want you to win. So play it how you want, Trinity. Play it how you want. So yeah, that's the end of this episode. This episode, it wasn't bad. it wasn't as entertaining as I was hoping it to be because last episode was really good. But it wasn't too bad. It still was better than the past few episodes we have been seeing with Love Island. But I'm excited to see how these connections continue to flourish or not flourish. And I look forward to these next few episodes. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you like what you heard, what you saw, give me a like, give me a subscribe, turn them post notifications on so that you can be aware of every video that I post. And leave me a comment, talk to me. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it. Share it with a friend to be messy or to support me. Either way, I don't care because I will appreciate it. And, if you're new here, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're true here, you know the real. But I'll see y'all tomorrow on the next episode. Bye.